This one's for the moms out there that need a little time away and need to refill their cups so they can be a better them, a better wife, a better mom, and just a better person in general. Because when we've got our personal cups filled up and we've gotten away and we've had the time and the energy to kind of rejuvenate and recuperate and enjoy some things that aren't in our typical days, it makes us a lot better person. For me as a mom, I've been there. I totally get it. And so what was important to me is for me to have some time away with my girlfriends. I found those times were essential for me to feel filled up and for me to feel seen and for me to go away and not be necessarily be someone's mom or someone's wife or someone's daughter. It was just me. And being able to just be free with the girls and not have any responsibilities to be fixing people's dinner and cleaning and taking care of all that stuff, and just to have the deep intimate conversations that we have with other women, especially other moms that understand where we are. You can talk about the different things that you do to kind of navigate your life and be a better mom and be a better wife. It just makes a big difference to be able to go away for the weekend and share some food and maybe some drinks and just to be with the girls. But sometimes that can be difficult for some of you because you've never gone away before and you haven't left your children, especially maybe haven't left your children only with your husband. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I found some of the benefits are for that so that you might be able to think about them and maybe create something in your life that creates a little bit more room and will have some benefits that you probably don't realize from this side and that you often can't realize until you get to the other side of having a weekend away and what that can potentially do. So, one of the things that I found is that I would go away with my girls for the weekend, and my husband wasn't used to taking care of my daughter all alone without having me as a buffer. I'm sure some of you girls recognize that. And so initially, when I started going away, what I would do is I'd make sure that he was really lined out with all of his needs. He understood the routines. And I really tried to make it as easy as possible because I knew the easier it was for him, the better chance that I was going to have of being able to go and be with the girls again for a weekend to fill my cup up. So lining him out and making sure that he had all the food that he needed to be able to make the meals easily, and even making sure that he had meals that he could just heat up. That made it a lot easier for everybody. And so one of the things that I ended up finding after doing it several times was the benefits that I didn't realize before I'd ever done it. And that was when I came home, my husband and my daughter were bonded in ways that they weren't bonded when I was here as the buffer and the go between. And because moms are kind of the hub of the family, and we know everything that's going on with it with everyone. And so there were things that they had to work out amongst themselves that they often had me as the buffer to help them understand each other. And so I'd come home and they knew each other in different ways. They bonded in different ways. And I saw that there were deep benefits for both of them at the same time that there was a benefit for me going away. So, just wanted to kind of encourage you, if you know that's something that you want, go ahead and give it a try. Try to make it as easy as you can for them the first couple of times you go away so that it's not a terrible experience and you don't get a ton of blowback. But also notice when you come back how much better they are together, how much better they know each other, how much more bonded they are. And it will be very gratifying for you. And it's definitely more gratifying for them. Now, granted, the husbands kind of sometimes are like, I'm not even up for this, having to do more than I usually do and take care and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's good for them. So give them an opportunity to do it too. And what I found is that oftentimes my daughter looked forward to it because my husband would tell me that she was different when I wasn't around, that she was more mature and more engaging. And so they got to engage in some things just together alone that made it really worthwhile for them. So, girls, don't put yourself on the back burner. Don't not do things, even if it's just for an overnight. It doesn't have to be long. All of our circumstances are different. We have different amounts of kids and our financial circumstances and jobs and that sort of thing. But at least try to get yourself a night away so that you can fill up your cup. You can just be you, not be that label. Enjoy your girls. Cut loose as an adult woman. You'll come home. You will be such a better mom and such a better wife because you filled your cup up and now you've got something to fuel yourself with. So just want to encourage you not to stay in the same old box and to understand that there's some really good benefits about you going away that can happen with your children and your husband. So good luck. Have a good time when you finally get there. If you'll take a moment and like my video down below, and maybe even hit the subscribe button, subscribing's free, by the way, then you'll get my videos when they first come out before they're posted on social media. And if you'll hit the bell, that will allow you to receive notifications as soon as my videos are posted. So thanks for the love. I appreciate you. This has been a sage insight for well-being from askalecia.com.